everyone, Tarvesh here, and I'd like to take this time to celebrate breaking the 200 subscriber mark here on YouTube. And to celebrate, I've decided to answer your questions. Most of my questions came from Twitter, but I also received questions from the horror and furry aminos. I'm happy to see that everyone is enjoying the content I put out, and that you want to know more about me. Thanks for all your support, and I hope to be able to continue putting out content you enjoy. Now, without further ado, let's get to the questions. First up, Dragon Wolf on Twitter asked, "Do you like to watch anime?" As a matter of fact, yes. Yes, I do. Some of my favorite anime are Yu Yu Hakusho, Gundam Wing, Sailor Moon, Madoka Magica, Hellsing, Rurouni Kenshin, and Afro Samurai. They're mostly old school, but there's a mix of new school in there as well. There's a few others that I also enjoy, but not quite up to those levels. Next up, Silly Bunny from Silly Bunny Studios on Twitter asked, "What made you want to start YouTube?" Well, I wanted to be able to share my love for horror and the furry fandom with others. Very few people I know really enjoy horror, so being able to enjoy sharing my thoughts on it was something I really wanted to do. Next is Electrodets on Twitter, who asked, "Do you prefer playing video games or watching movies?" This really depends on my mood. It's actually not uncommon for me to do both at the same time. I'll have a movie playing while I'm playing a video game. However, when I'm in the mood for a movie, I make sure the room is nice and dark, and I have a blanket to wrap myself snugly in it, because I like to settle down and really watch and enjoy a movie. Posri on Twitter asked, "Why you show cute?" I am not cute. Sexy maybe. Devilishly handsome? Yes. But cute? No. Not cute. Fluffy Hash on Twitter asked, "What's your favorite gaming series?" Now this has to be the Legacy of Kain series. I love the dark world, the deep lore, the absolute masterful voice acting. It's an absolute delight just to listen to the voice acting alone in these games. After that, it would be Dragon Age, Fallout, and Mass Effect. I'm a big RPG fan. Dweezeldog on Twitter asked, "Who's your favorite fellow furry YouTuber, and who's someone you'd want to possibly collab with?" This is actually a tricky one. I enjoy a number of furry YouTubers for multiple reasons. The top 10 furry YouTubers I watch, in no particular order, are Cabablabla, Mallow, Seethercord, Stormy the Fulf, Black Lynx, Cathathrix, Rags, Pakariru, Spocter, and Ninja Raccoon. As far as who I'd like to do a collab with, if I want exposure, probably Madeira Strawberry. I mean, that's the top guy right now, and that would get you tons of exposure. But that will never happen. So, as far as something fun and creative, I'd love to do some kind of rap battle or something like that with Black Link. Mike Harvey from the Horror Amino asked, "How do we get rid of the Corona-19 virus?" I'm guessing he meant coronavirus or the COVID-19 virus, but that doesn't really matter, does it? However, and I'm going to butcher this when I try and say it, but hydrochloroquine has been proven to remove basically all the symptoms from patients after 4 to 8 hours and brings their breathing back to normal a little time after that. So combine that with practical measures and that should do the trick. If those don't work, I have a red jewel that I found that keeps whispering to me that I can have any 3 things that I desire. You can always fall back on that. Toxic Fumes from the Furry Amino asked, "Boop?" Yes. On the snoot, please. But only one. Everyone gets one. Mallow, who incidentally you might recognize as one of my favorite furry YouTubers, asked on Twitter, "What are your plans for the future?" Well, right now I'm just trying to get through this whole corona crap. As far as the channel goes, however, I have a few Coven videos in the works, and I also want to try and get some furry commentary videos out there as well. I'm just not sure which topics to cover, and if my personal opinion would be welcome. And once I get into my home, I'd like to do some Xbox and PlayStation streams or watch horror videos with my subscribers. One immediate change that's coming are new talking sprites that are already in the works by Heavenly Hell, the artist who's responsible for a number of pieces of Tarvesh's art. So there's that to look forward to. And finally, Tate and Leo asked a few questions, so we'll tackle them one by one. The first one was, what inspired you to do so much horror content on your channel? Well, I love horror. I think it's the best genre that can allow for so much creativity while simultaneously adding a real depth of subtext and commentary on the era in which it was made. For example, Invasion of the Body Snatchers is an absolutely amazing piece of allegory on the fear-mongering of communist ideals in the 1950s. The second question was, can you talk a little bit about what inspired your character? Sure, Tarvesh has been my persona ever since I joined the fandom. He was originally a plain black wolf with orange glowing eyes. In fact, his name is a play on the word tar, because his fur was as black as tar, so he's Tarvesh. Over time, I added a little bit of gray to his fur pattern. After Hurricane Michael in 2018, my entire world was destroyed. Literally. I still haven't moved back into my house after the hurricane destroyed it. But I had to change and adapt, and Tarvesh adapted with me. His black fur became more dark gray, with the light gray and cream added to it as well. The seafoam green highlights represent the color of the water by the beaches I live near. Fun fact, what people don't see is that he actually has 2 garnet tattoos, one on each shoulder. One is an anchor, and the other is an Ohm symbol. But they're covered up by his shirt, so they'll likely never be seen on the channel. And the third question was, what's a movie you hate? Sharknado. All of them. I couldn't sit through the first one, and I couldn't bear sitting through even less time of the other ones. And I'm a guy who loves his B movies, but those movies? Nah. Can't do it. Sorry. Just bad. Well, that's gonna do it for this Ask Me Anything video. I hope you all enjoyed it and learned something new or interesting about me. Thank you all again for subscribing and for showing your support. I truly appreciate it and look forward to more milestones and more celebrations in the future. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, and as always, stay positive.